Today is a beautiful day. Today we got some incredible news for a massive Legends update for patch 2.12 that will be released within the next few days. Guys, when I say this is a massive update, so many things are changing. Literally everything is going to be different. The assassin is getting an amazing buff. We are getting some great changes to survival that, you know, not everyone might be happy about. So I'm going to be here to cover everything that you guys need to know about this specific patch update. So be sure to stick around. All right, guys, first things first, for survival and rivals mode, the enemy spawn points are now going to be randomized. Now, it does say right here that Nightmare Survival will maintain a fixed pattern for the entire week to create kind of an even playing ground for people that are going for leaderboard. But that wording right there is a little confusing to me because it says the spawn points are going to stay the same for the entire week. Does that mean they're going to change every week? And for the week that it does change for Nightmare Survival, it's going to stay the same only for that week? And the next time we play it, it's going to be different? I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, I guess we'll find out. This is actually really huge. We have random spawn points that's not going to be fixed anymore. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's already something massive, and we still have so many more to go, guys. Now, guys, for Nightmare Story, for Gyozan's Scroll and the Oni treasure chest, they are now going to have fixed locations, so it will not be randomized, and it'll be a lot easier to find these things. The next thing is that they're going to be fixing a bug in survival and rivals where waves could occasionally stop spawning after all enemies were killed. They're also going to be fixing a bug where enemies could occasionally just stop attacking you. And guys, this is actually freaking massive. They are adding the ability to matchmake empty slots in Nightmare Survival. Guys, we have been asking for this since Legends came out with Nightmare Survival mode. I can't even explain how excited I am. Now, it does say they are testing this feature for now, and they'll kind of see how it works or anything like that. So hopefully it works just fine. And we can matchmake for those little pesky quitters that leave us in the middle of a nightmare wave because they think they're so good at the game. And they go down, so they decide they want to leave. Goodbye, good riddance. You are now useless. So thank you, Sucker Punch, for finally listening to us. Guys, another big thing is they are adjusting the show details screen in the lobby to include both perks for those 120 key level builds. So you no longer have to screenshot every single gear item. You can now just hold that R2 and it will show your guys' build along with all the second perk slots. I think that's amazing. I think that's one thing that they overlooked when they initially brought out the gear mastery system. So now they are fixing it. Guys, this is the biggest update that I am so excited for. The assassin is getting a massive buff, as you guys saw in the title. Now listen to these things closely, okay? The assassin is getting an increased base assassination speed. Stealth attacks are now faster and quieter, meaning they made that a passive ability. Finally, removed experienced assassin technique, replaced with new technique called Deft Hands. Adjusted the unlock order of some assassin techniques, so we'll see a little bit different techniques there. They don't say what the new technique is or what it does, so I guess we'll find out when the patch comes out. Adjusted targeting of Shadow Strike techniques. Shadow Strike now scales slightly with stealth attack damage. While Shadow Strike is active, the assassin will be invisible to enemies. Guys, this is actually massive for the assassin. Every single build video, every single video with my assassin, there was always something that felt like it was missing, and I would always voice my opinion and listen to all you guys what you say about the assassin. And everything that we have asked for, they are putting into the assassin right now. I think the assassin poison build is going to kind of become meta after this one, just because of the fact that we are going to have an increased assassination speed as a passive ability. We are finally getting that passive that we've been asking for. So that kind of leaves the question, are the other classes going to be getting passive abilities in the future? I'm not exactly sure. They adjusted the targeting for Shadow Strike ultimate ability for your assassin. Now maybe it'll be easier to get those assassination prompts when you are in that ultimate mode, because it has been very difficult sometimes. It is kind of wonky in a group of enemies where you attack the person that you're not exactly looking at. They'll be behind you or in some random obscure location, and it does become very difficult to try to target those enemies that you are trying to target. And I'm very excited to see what this new technique actually does. I don't know how viable it's going to be because we're going to be wanting to use that poison ability, but we'll see what it does either way. All right, guys, moving on from the best news that I have heard in a long time. Man, just when we think Sucker Punch ain't listening to us, they just drop these bombs, man. It's actually crazy. The Hunter's staggering arrow and spirit archer techniques are having their cooldowns reduced from 55 seconds to 42 seconds. The Samurai is receiving kind of a nerf, I'm not gonna lie. Raging Flame, the cooldown has been increased from 36 seconds to 50 seconds. Reduce the amount of fire damage spread to nearby enemies using heavy attacks, and the duration is reduced from 20 to 11 seconds. Samurai got a massive nerf on this one, guys. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know down below. Spirit Pool, increased duration from 11 to 15 seconds. Explosive Blade, the exact same, increased duration from 11 to 15 seconds, and they fixed a bug where the Explosive Blade wouldn't trigger in some certain cases. They reduced the amount of bombs that the assassin and the samurai can carry when they have the bomb pack equipped. You can now only carry 6 instead of 12 concussion bombs. So that's a massive nerf for the assassins and the samurai who are running around bomb spamming and clearing out waves like they're a Ronin. So the playstyles are going to change. This is huge. But despite that, guys, the Ronin will still maintain the maximum of 12 concussion bombs, and that will not change for the Ronin. Now, guys, as for certain items, the bottle of liquid courage is going to be decreased maximum resolve gain from 3 to 2. So you will no longer get those 3 resolve whenever you pop that bottle of liquid courage. The weightless spirit got a massive buff, drastically increasing the reload speed, draw speed, arrow velocity, and maximum fire arrow count. So I think they're trying to make the weightless spirit a little bit more viable for those people who do not have the skipping stone bow, which is amazing. Sucker Punch, you guys are awesome. Thank you for doing that. The Mystic Vigata is getting an increased healing effect. So depending on how big this healing effect is, this smoke bomb might actually become meta, and it might actually be thrown into some people's builds, because usually the Mystic Vigata has the smallest healing I think you'll ever see, and it honestly just doesn't do anything for anybody. So now, guys, the Magma Bomb, they are fixing a bug that affects the Magma Bomb during the use alongside of a smoke bomb, and it no longer knocks down enemies caught in the blast. That's not really that big for the Magma Bomb. It's still a super strong and viable choice for the assassin and for the hunter, which is, it's an amazing option to have. Basically, you have 2 smoke bombs with this thing. Guys, some additional bug fixes, and lastly, they are fixing bugs in Rivals where players couldn't get through the gate before the match started, and they're fixing an issue where players using the standalone version of Legends would encounter an error if they had director's cut save data. Guys, this update is massive. Everything is changing. All the builds that we did based around those bomb packs is changing. The assassin is actually becoming super viable with their poison build. It's just insane. The poison builds are going to be wild and meta. I'm calling it right now. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this massive, huge update to Legends mode down below. What do you guys like? What don't you guys like? What do you think can be changed in the future to make the game even better? Guys, Sucker Punch is listening to us. We're not getting left in the dust here. While they're creating Ghost of Tsushima 2, which I think they are still keeping us happy. So let me know what y'all think, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If not, it's all good. We love y'all anyway. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.